lovelies. Happy 2026. I am so back. I'm gonna talk about my 2025 wraps, and then I'm gonna talk about my 2026 goals. Hopefully, it'll be short and sweet. I know it won't be because I love a tangent, just like the rest of the world. So, let's get into it. I use exclusively Fable because I don't like Goodreads. It doesn't make sense to me. It just I don't like it. And then I really didn't understand Storygraph. It was too complicated and it was asking too much of me. Honestly, I tried to use Storygraph for 2 books and then it got so complicated and I was like, no. I was like, I like Fable. It's simple. It tracks every day you read. Lets you rate books with half stars. Big plus. Yeah. I also just really like Fable. I think it's adorable. So, sue me, but I'm a Fable girl. But 2025 stats. All right, you guys ready? So I read 146 books this year. I fear I am one of those girls. Also, I apologize for all the birds. I'm sitting in my backyard, and there is a bird feeder right next to me, and there is a bird bath right next to me. So enjoy the nature sounds. But I am one of those people that reads an astronomical amount throughout the year, and I apologize. Okay, I am one of those girls. To be fair though, I did completely get off social media this year. So I'm not on Instagram anymore. I deleted my bookstagram. I still have my main personal Instagram, but I only log into it once a month probably, or when someone sends me something and I get the email where it's like, you have DMs, and I'm like, okay. And I also got off TikTok, which has been really good for my mental health. It's been really good for my attention span. But it has been weird not being connected to other people as much. Wow, I'm literally hunching. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird. Normally, you know how we always pick books based off, what the influencer's saying, what just came out, what's popular. I really now am picking books based off friend recommendations, books that are similar to other books I like, what's on Kindle Unlimited, what's available in Libby, things I've just been wanting to read for a while but have been pushed to the back because of all the new book recs I get from social media. So it has been really interesting to see how what I'm choosing has changed since I got off social media. I think personally getting off social media was really good for me and for my critical thinking skills and for my attention span. Obviously, I'm not going to recommend it to everyone, even though I wish I could, but it has been really good for me. So that has helped my reading immensely. I mean, I already was reading a big amount of books without getting on social media, but I think it kind of has helped me read better books, I want to say, just because I'm being more intentional about what I'm reading. I'm not reading the next fad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. But what other stats do we have? I think it says I read 179 days of 2025, and my average rating was 3.7 stars. Okay, so my rating scale, a 1 is dislike, a 2 is a meh, you know what I mean? It's I probably would not recommend it. It had some substance, but I just don't like where it went, and I don't think it was a good enough plot or setting or whatever. 3 stars is average. 3 stars is yeah, that was fine. 4 stars was good to me. It wasn't perfect, but it was good, and I loved. 4.5 stars is where we start getting saucy. 4.5 stars is to me, subjectively, it was perfect, but to look at it objectively, I can see there's some flaws. But a 5 star, I was just screw the objectiveness. The subjective experience was 5 out of 5, and I loved it, and I have no notes. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have some notes because I'm opinionated, but it was perfect, alright? So, that's my rating scale. I don't give a lot of books 5 stars. I give most of my books 3 to 4 stars. Honestly, not even 3. I want to say 4 to 4.5 stars. If I give it a 3, though, I would still probably recommend it. It just wasn't, like, amazing to me. You know what I mean? You guys just saw that bird dive bomb me, too. Right? Okay. I'm getting distracted now. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm going to give you some of my top books from 2025. Let me scroll. Oh, All the Colors of the Dark by Whitaker. It is not for everyone, guys. That book, it made my heart ache. It was so good. The writing, the prose, honestly, some of the most fun writing I've read. I read it in January, and I still talk about it. I recommend it to everyone. I love that book. Even though I recommend it to everyone, I don't think everyone will like the book. Like, I'm not recommending this book to my mom. That's not her taste. A lot of my friends I wouldn't recommend the book to. It's not, like, their taste at all. It's definitely, like, a weird girl book. I don't even think it's a weird girl book. I just think it's, like, it's full of grief, and it's full of just, like, not even, like, grief of losing someone, but, like, grief of accepting that life changes and life is different and life is hard. It's just accepting that, like, everything in life happens for a reason, even though a lot of life is sadness and anger and incompleteness. It's accepting it and moving on. And accepting that life is big. I don't know. I just love the book. It was absolutely beautiful. If you liked, like, The Book Thief, but want it even more human. So I feel like The Book Thief was, to me, was, like, an overarching concept as well. But this is, like, very human. It's following 2 people. Oh, it's so human. I absolutely adore it. Yeah, I love that book. And then I read James this year. Beautiful book. Really recommend. Oh, the birds are birding right now. I'm so sorry. James is really good. I adored, Changing All-Stars. Absolutely adored that book. It was amazing. The Favorites by Layne Fargo. It's not, I mean, I enjoyed it. I did the audiobook, though. And it's, like, interview format, so it was really fun. It felt like just a fun, good time. I loved it, but I didn't rate it 5 stars. So, but I would recommend it. If you want a good time, I would recommend it. What else? Sword of Kaigen, absolutely adored. It took me like a year to read that book, and I finally read it, and I was like, wow, why did I wait so long? It's so good. The characters are everything. Oh my god. Babel I read this year by R F Kuang, absolutely adored. A lot of people, okay, Babel, I think a certain type of person has to read. I loved it, but I'm not going to go recommending it to certain people, certain my friends, because I know they're not going to like it. You know? A lot of the books I love, I know most of my friends won't like. So, I don't know what that says about me. I love Jasad, Heir, and 5th season. I read those in November. Jasad, Heir, I just literally today, I got the Libby Hold available for the 2nd book in the Jasad, Heir duology. I'm so excited to read it. I've been waiting 6 months for this hold. Quiet on set, guys. Love that book. And, I read Rebecca. Why did no one tell me about Rebecca? It's literally a classic. And I, like, never have read it before, and I loved it. I ate it up. Oh my god, I recommend it so hard. It was beautiful. The twist. It's not even a twist. It's just, like, the build-up at the end. You're like... Because I read Mexican Gothic. I adored it, okay? If you like, dark goth, like, creepy, like, atmospheric creepy, like, not even, like... a good, like, creepy thriller plot, but just, like, the builds up, the setting, the people, it's just, like, the creeps. And so I read Mexican Gothic, loved it, and then I was like, what's a similar vibe? Got recommended Rebecca, absolutely adored it. So recommend those 2 books. Project Hail Mary, I finally read this year, absolutely adored. Secret History, finally read this year. That was really fun. I'm still thinking about it. Crazy happenings. The Diving Pool, finally read those 3 novellas. Another really, really creepy. They're 3 really short novellas. It's 176 pages, I think. If I remember, I just read it, like, a week ago. It's so creepy. I highly recommend if you want, like, a creepy story that's gonna make you, like, ugh. It was so good. What else? Oh, I'm doing all the Bridgertons. I just finished Michael and, Francesca's story. So I finished that. I actually really liked it. I was thinking about DNFing the Bridgerton series, honestly, before this book. And this book reinstated my faith in the Bridgerton series. So, and they were rereading Throne of Glass for this year's book club. Well, I've already read it. 2 girls in the book club have not read it. So just me and the other girl whose book club it is are rereading it. So I reread Throne of Glass, and I'm going to reread the whole series this year. So content on that to come. Yeah, I had a good time this year. I don't even think I'm a mood reader. I think I'm like, if a Kindle hold comes available, I'm reading it. If it's on my Kindle Unlimited, I'm reading it. Maybe I am a mood reader. No, because I'm a when it becomes available at the library reader, I think. But yeah, okay, my 2026 goals. So I've been book journaling, my beautiful book journal. So I try to, every single book I read, I do like a little spread on it. And then I do like the dates I read it, how many pages it was, how I read it, like audiobook or Kindle Unlimited. I do my favorite quote or quotes if there's multiple. And then I am not doing like a synopsis. I'm doing like what I thought about the book. I probably will never share like what I wrote unless I think it's funny. But I probably am not going to share this with anyone. Like, I guess maybe my friends, but even then, because this is very subjective, it's very like, oh, hello, sun. Oh my god, I hope that doesn't overexpose my camera. Ah! But it's very subjective. It's very much what I thought of the book, what I thought about the characters, certain plots. Obviously, I only gave myself 1 page, so it's not enough for like an entire essay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So it's not enough for like an entire essay, but it's enough for me to try to like critically think about what I thought about the plot, what I thought about the characters, any other comments I have. So it's basically me trying to think more critically about the books I'm reading and then be able to have a space to talk about it, even if I'm not talking about it with other people. So I started it in November, so my first entry was November 6th. So yeah, so I've been doing it. It's been really fun actually. It's been therapeutic to actually have like a space to talk about what I'm reading, because while I do talk about what I'm reading with my mom or my dad or my friends or my boyfriend, like it lets me kind of sit with my own thoughts more and really think about what I thought about the book. Because prime example, when I did the KK, it was a Reese Witherspoon book this year, and I got it on audiobook because it was on the available now tab, the 3 Lives of KK, and I gave it 3 stars originally when I was writing this, and then I was writing my review, and I realized I absolutely hated this book, so I changed it to a 1 star. So it just helps me work out what I really thought about books. So I'm going to continue doing that in 2026. I'm probably going to still set my reading goal to 100 books. I know I'll probably surpass it, and if I don't, that's completely fine. It's more just about putting the number there for the data, but I like reading, so I'll probably go over 100. I read very diversely, and I want to continue doing that. I think I'm just going to try to incorporate more classics. I already have some classics in mind. I mean, I think I'm going to read? Hey guys. I think I'm going to read Wuthering Heights this month since the movie comes out in February. I really want to read East of Eden by Steinbeck. I really want to read all the Jane Austens. I have read most of the Jane Austens, I think. Yeah, but I want to reread all of them this year. I watched the movie Jane Austen Book Club with you, and I was like, I want to do that. So I think I'm going to reread all the Jane Austens. I'm going to read some Bronte, some Jane Eyre. I haven't read Jane Eyre since high school, so that might be a good idea. Just more classics incorporated. And I always say I want to read more nonfiction, but that never happens, so I think I'm going to give up on it. I don't think nonfiction is for me. I think I read a couple memoirs in 2025. I know I read Jeanette McCurdy's, I read Chanel Miller's, I think I read one other nonfiction book, and while I wish I could be a girly that loved nonfiction, I absolutely hate it. I'm so sorry to say, I'd rather watch a documentary, I'd rather listen to a podcast, so maybe not for me. Yeah, I read mostly romance and fantasy, and literary fic, and YA, And I'm trying to incorporate more sci-fi because I actually loved Project Hail Mary. I loved it. It was amazing. And Sword of Kaigen. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate also just more like high fantasy instead of romantasy, you know? Even though I do love romance. It makes me all happy inside. But yeah, so I think my goals, so my overarching goals, continue my journal, continue filming these beautiful videos because I would like to make it a routine and a habit because it's fun for me. I like it. You know, I like having a creative outlet. Another big goal is to read everything that's downloaded on my Kindle and not download anything new, excluding my Libby holds. Okay? But anything from Kindle Unlimited. So, not download anything new from Kindle Unlimited until I read everything that's on my Kindle. That's a goal. Try to incorporate more classics, which will probably be successful because after reading Rebecca and loving it so much, I was like, why am I so scared of classics? You know? I also printed out the Rory Gilmore reading list, and I've been looking at it, and I've been like, maybe I should just do one of these a month. Like, there's 500 books on that list, so it'll be fine. I'll have books for my entire life, so it'll be fine. And then we're rereading Throne of Glass for book club, so that's fun. I am having a bit of anxiety about rereading Throne of Glass and not reading new things because it does make me feel limited in my reading capacities, but that's a own personal thing that I need to get over because in this life I will not read all the books I want to read, and that's completely fine. I just need to read what I want to read and enjoy what I have. So I also think I'm going to continue to stay off social media, which is fine by me. Yeah, I want to make some new book friends too because I love having discussions about books I'm reading. I absolutely love the Chris and Mads podcast, and they're really fun to listen to, and they're inspiring, and they do influence me when I'm reading. They kind of didn't make me want to read The Lord of the Rings, and I'm considering it. Okay, I'm considering it. I'm kind of scared of Lord of the Rings, but I kind of really want to read it now. So I don't know. Yeah, the Gutenberg Bible is also a YouTuber I absolutely love. She's amazing. She does a lot of classic literature. She got her PhD. She's so fun to listen to. She's so smart. So I really like listening to her and what she's reading. So I probably will follow her more. I recently followed Carrie Can Read after her beautiful video on toxic positivity in the book talk world. And I thought that video was so interesting. I sent it to so many people. I loved it. I think it's so weird that people don't want negative reviews. Like, the human experience is liking and disliking things. It's not about just being positive all the time. It's about forming an opinion and being who you are. And being who you are is disliking things. Like, I don't know who I'd be if I didn't dislike tomatoes. You know what I mean, guys? Come on. Yeah, anyways, I'm tangenting. Well, I want to know what everyone read in 2025. What was the faves? What are your goals for 2026? What are you most excited for 2026 for reading? I think I'm excited to finally tackle Jade City by Fonda Lee. I can't believe I'm saying that because it's been on my Kindle for more than a year. But I think I'm finally going to tackle it this year. Yeah, I'm excited to keep journaling. It makes me really excited, like, after I finish a book, to be able to think about it more. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. I think I talked about everything I want to talk about. I don't even know. But I hope you guys have a great day. I will hopefully post again soon. I'm going to try to make it a habit and not a nuisance, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like filming. No, I don't like filming. I'm lying. I don't like filming, but I do like the process of making a video. I like the process of having my own thoughts recorded. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm scared. It'll be fine. Yeah, but happy 2026, y'all. I hope y'all have a great reading day, a great day, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.